Hi, I'm Hiba Ali, and this is Lullabies for the Stars in Our Eyes. This exhibition really explores the role of world building and storytelling, and I'm particularly interested in immersive world building and storytelling. My work is interested in digital somatics, which somatics is a term that's about reconnecting to the body through breath work, and in particular in this exhibition through song. And so this exhibition is really exploring that framework around the body and song and digital world building. So I'm particularly interested in thinking about how we can use technology to slow down time, and also how we can use technology to reconnect to our body. Because often we also think about technology as like on a screen, away from our body. I thought through, well, what are ways I can use VR and other kind of immersive installation techniques to fully immerse the body? You know, when people carry heaviness in their bodies due to, trauma, challenges, etc., the body responds. And so somatics really is this field of practice that really allows to locate where that trauma is living, and also for there to be work done around it as a method of release, whether it's talking. And this exhibition is present through singing and also through breathing and singing through our breath. There's the various H's, the H's, found in like Arabic, Arabic, Tamil, and in kind of a proto-ancient language that it was the mother tongue for Arabic, Aramaic, and Hebrew. In that video, I'm dancing because I mapped it to my body, and my body is composed of those H's. And there's one called Butterflies at the Back of My Throat, and that one has all of the H's kind of like oscillating and moving in 360, and there's a kind of a butterfly outline underneath them to reemphasize the back of the throat as the place for the thyroid gland, and also the H's. So it kind of is this way to reinforce that connection, and also thinking about what unburdened body, a relaxed body might look like and feel like, because day to day, through our daily experience, but also to our lived experience, and also the stuff we carry from our ancestors, we can hold a lot of tension in our body. And so for me, world building was really important. And so I was thinking about, if the body holds trauma, then can also the body hold the healing, hold the potential for healing? And how can we work to open up that back of that throat space? Because often we think about this throat as the voice, and also the voice can get quiet and get diminished for many reasons, but also it can make us silent. So how can we open up the back of our throat to release not only the trauma that we carry, but also how to release the tension that exists there for many reasons? That's part of this kind of oral journey we go on through song and through these letters, these H's kind of changing from scene to scene. And our body's shown in different poses, from like holding on to the H's as they orbit, to laying on the ground and kind of being in a state of repose, to also being animating and dancing near the end. And so it's also showing the body in different relations due to what's being carried in that particular scene, whether it's sadness or joy. Or as a part of world building and storytelling, it's about imagining that and putting that into action, because we can imagine it, we can do it, we can move it, we can speak it into existence. And so that's also one of the thorough lines, is like, if we about releasing, and not only releasing what gets stuck, but also unburdening ourselves, walking with lightness. So as we kind of walk through towards the gallery, on our left is Lullabies for Tears VR installation. And this is a multi-part immersive installation. So the VR headset has a sticker on it that, is the star. And when we put on our headphones and the VR headset, we open our eyes into a space where the star is all around us, and its mouth is moving and it's singing to us. And there's sparkles all around. Lullabies for the Stars in Our Eyes, it's about a connection to geography, land, and also to the sky. And the metaphor for that has been the sand sculpture, and also my own avatar, which is the star. I'm really interested in immersive spaces because they allow us to be temporarily transported into an elsewhere. And just enough for us to kind of loosen up and disengage with a standard or a typical built environment, and for us to have enough reference points that we can let go just a little bit. And so I find that immersion really invites viewers to think about their own surroundings very differently, and really paying attention to the body. their own bodies and how they're moving in the space. Typically, when we're walking, we might look at the ground to make sure we don't trip, but we might just keep walking or moving. But in a space where sand is on the ground as insulation, we're going to move our feet differently because we don't want to step on it. I want to make sure we interact with the sand kind of sculpture installation on the ground. In a large space where there's a dual projection happening and it's really long, we might engage with that differently with our own body because of our size of ourselves and the size of the projection behind us. And so there are these strategies and ways to create immersion that invite viewers to reflect on the way they're moving, how they're moving, and who or what do they come in contact with. There on the ground are 3 different mirror pools. The one on the left is a larger one, and the one on the right are 2 small ones that are connected. And these pools are metallic weighting pools. They are simpler in terms of animation, and they are a little slower in terms of the way that the animation moves. I hope that this experience invites people to seek joy and also to feel their feelings and for them to honor whatever emotions they're carrying in their lives, to feel their anger, to feel their sadness, to feel their rage, and for them to walk away with a certain lightness and also a certain bravery for them to fully feel what they hold and what they carry.